Silent Opera TV coming to you from Orchard Road. So, we're starting out in front of Orchard Plaza. Right here is Orchard Central. There's a really cool bar that you might want to check out called KPO. It's like much different than all the other bars that you would see down on Orchard. Yeah, there's Orchard Plaza, which is where we start. There's not much going on in Orchard Plaza, but it's a starting point for Orchard. Here you have Center Point now. It is July 15th, 2023 at around 6:15 p.m. It's actually the 14th of July. It's one day late. Royal Heritage. Got something going on down there. Royal Holdings is what it's called. But Orchard Central looks like the place to be. There's a big underground city around here. And a lot of these shopping complexes are connected. Today it's been raining pretty much all day. Just now started to dry up and it's drizzling again. This morning it was coming down pretty heavy. Yesterday it was nice and sunny. Everyone's trying to stay out of this little drizzle here. Orchard Gateway. This is pretty much the Saks Fifth Avenue of Singapore, the Miracle Mile of Chicago, and it's quite nice. I guess the reason they call it Orchard is because they used to have a bunch of orchards here. Go figure. So Orchard Gateway. I'm actually going to go in this Foot Locker, see what's going on, and then pick back up once I get, once I finish. Are they gonna make it? Barely. Drivers, especially taxis, can be ruthless around here. Basically, if you try to do that, they'll let you know. They're in a hurry. They'll speed like right by you. So Midpoint Orchard. Might go in one or two of these malls just to show you what we got going on here. A few of the buildings are under construction right now, like the Hyatt. What is it, the Hyatt Regency? It's under construction. It's currently closed. It's like right there in the heart of the Ritzy area, next to the JW. Another ritzy hotel here is the Hilton. Speaking of the Hilton, there it is. Orchard Shopping Center. That's a great location if you get that Pullman's hotels. That one's great. I'm thinking it's probably the same price as the Hilton. I mean, the Hilton's a great location as well. It's just really expensive. Actually, when I got here, I did notice that the price was reasonable. And when I say reasonable, it's by Singapore standards, being that Singapore is now the most expensive city in the world. So, we'll wait for this street here. All right, we got a green light for walking. Oh, they got the Holiday Inn Express. That's a great location as well. It's good to know the hotels to stay at when you want centrality. And I mean, you could easily pay top dollar for something like Four Seasons or something else, but you're not right there in the center like this Hilton or the Pullman. Or the Holiday Inn Express. I mean, all day, Orchard's really a busy place. Probably starting around 10. It has another rush hour like lunch. Then it picks up around 4. And that probably continues until 8 or 9. And then around 10 or 11, it just kind of slows down and becomes very sleepy. Right when the mall's closed. So it's not really a nightlife area. Although there are a few plazas and towers that are popular, although one of the most popular towers is closed. Gucci. Maybe now we'll go back across the street, or we'll just keep walking since no sense in waiting for a light. But like I said, underneath here is going to be a bunch of underground cities, like malls connected, going under roads. I might actually choose to take you under one of those if I can find one that works. Although I plan on just making this an Orchard road tour. So my review of Southeast Asia post-pandemic is overall value. I'm putting Kuala Lumpur and Bangkok ahead of Singapore now. Singapore has gotten way more expensive, and it almost appears a bit more toned down. It's not as exciting, and it's more expensive. Whereas Bangkok, you can have the best of both worlds. You can have luxury, you can have party, you can have relaxing, you can have great food for cheap street food. Kuala Lumpur You get lots of luxury for very affordable prices, and it's one of those cities that the more you stay there, the more you realize there is to do. So it's like you arrive at Kuala Lumpur and you're like, okay, what is this place? I don't understand it, I don't get it. The longer you stay there, you're kind of like, hey, this place is cool. Whereas with Singapore, oh no, I feel like the other two cities are getting better, and this one's kind of reached its peak. Still good, still high quality, obviously, that's why it's so expensive. But as far as recommending it for tourists, it's like, if you're a backpacker here, you're gonna spend a lot of money. I mean, I think $75 to $100 for a capsule hotel. You might be able to get them for cheaper depending on the day, but what plaza is that? That is Smiley Plaza? Oh, Lucky Plaza. So there's Lucky Plaza. Supposedly there's some bars in there that are fun. I don't know, that's what a bunch of taxi drivers are saying, like, because if you ask a taxi driver, you say, where do you party? Where do you go have fun late night? In Orchard, and they'll tell you Lucky Plaza, Orchard Towers, which is closing, and then they'll tell you Orchard Plaza, which I was just there, I didn't see a single bar there, so I don't understand. So that's the side we really want to be on. Tang Plaza right there. That's where the JW Marriott is. Another great location is this Yotel, Y-O-T-E-L. You got Prada. This is Ion Orchard. This is a really cool building here. Tiffany, Louis Vuitton, and just look how cool the building is. But yeah, you see there's no bars, nowhere. So now we're going to use the underpass, which will kind of give you guys an idea of the underground world here. Could really just walk around there. Let's see how it's all interconnected. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, you get the MRT here. Get basically anywhere around Singapore, which is one of the best things. The MRT in Singapore is like world class. Nothing better. What I've seen. They say Hong Kong. I've ridden the Hong Kong one and it is really good also. Talking about like in terms of efficiency. Because of population density. Okay. Orchard MRT. And the craziest thing is it just keeps going up and down and in all directions. It's like, whoa. See? Okay, so we're going under the road here. It's the Shaw House. Good place to eat here. If you're looking for some food. See if we can get some chicken and rice. I think it's called Hainan rice. Fried chicken and burgers. Shaw House at Hainan. Singapore fast food. This cost me under $10 for everything. That's 10 Sing, so even maybe about $8 US. All right, so we just ate some good food there. Now we're looking for an exit. What's this? It says exit. All right. I don't know if this is the best way, but it's a way up. So all I needed was to get up the hill. Oh. Okay, we're officially topside now. There is the Marriott Tang Plaza. A great look at the IOM. Still drizzling. Fraser Residence. The old Hilton there. All right, what do you guys say we go back across the road, even though we just came from the other side? But the main goal was getting from Ion over to this side of the road. Since there's no crosswalk, you have to go under that pass. But it was good for me because I got some good food. Wow. So let's see what we got going on around here. Natureland. Spa and therapy. Looks ritzy. About 10 days ago, maybe 11 or 12 days ago, actually, I lost track. I know it happened on a Sunday, and being that today's a Friday, it's got to be like 12 days, right? I cut my foot pretty bad, like the size of a quarter. Chunk skin came off, and I've been hobbling around and it still hurts, but I think I'm getting closer to the finish line with that. Oh, I don't want to cross the street illegally. Okay. So I do know there is bars in here. It's called Far East Shopping Center. Let's see if they've got some bars going. I say that because it's nighttime and some of you are looking for nightlife around Orchard. I don't really want to cross this, but I will. Like these grates. You just never know if they're too rusted from all this rain. New Life Foot Spa. Let's see what's in here. Far East Shopping Center. Don't worry, we're going to find some bars. I don't think I can film in there. I don't know. Okay, we got one here called Lone Star. I'm not going in there right now. Let's go up top here. I hear music. You too. All right, we got Cowboy here. Al Capone's. So 2 bars. Al Capone's and Cowboy. So these like buildings get a bunch of action. I'm not going to film in there. Okay, so the 2 bars up top, they start going at around 9:30. Still 7 o'clock, too early. Okay, so I only went to the first 2 levels. Still very early because it's light out. I asked the guy that was working there how many bars. He said there's over 10 in there. So I tell you that because when there's like that many bars, right? It's a nightlife area. But I've only really been to the first floor. It's kind of expensive actually to drink there. They do have karaoke. And the waitresses, they'll sing. They'll party, hang out. Anyway, let's get back on the road here. Oh, this guy's yelling about something. So there's Orchard Towers. That's another place with a bunch of bars. They say it's closed, but it looks open. So I'll just pop in there. I guess the Irish pub is still open. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that Orchard Towers. I guess there was too much ruckus. People were partying too much, causing too many problems. So they had to shut it down. I've really given you a pretty decent first impression of Orchard here, I would say. I mean, obviously there's a lot more to it. You know, there's back roads and more to the underground city. But you got a taste of pretty much everything. A little bit of nightlife. Without the nightlife, but just an idea of where to go. This is really the end, but we'll go into Orchard Tower and see. What's the status? Orchard Tower is a place where people go to play pool, billiards, party, meet people. Looks wide open. Well, I'm not seeing any bars here, but typically they're up top. They said it was closed. This does not look closed to me. Bar. What is this? Oh, what's the name of the place? El Ranchero. El Ranchero. Okay. Okay. I have camera. I cannot record.
Oh, you can record that.
Oh, sorry. You want me? I'll just say. I'll just say hello, hello.
Okay, again.
Okay. Thank you. Garden of Eden filling station. This place is still open.